Hello everyone and thank you for tuning into Trade Chat. My name is Panzer and today I'm going to be talking about all of the things that need to be addressed. First of all, Destiny and Blizzard and the new Overwatch event. There's so much to talk about there. Plus there's obviously some things that I need to fill you in on about my life and my channel because if you have been around the last couple weeks, it's been pure chaos and I owe you an explanation. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and if you do, remember to rate it thumbs up. So just to get this out of the way, as many of you guys know, I am currently right in the middle of St. Jude Playlive, which is an annual fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which is why I've had no videos on my channel whatsoever. My initial plan was to do still one video a week plus all of my streams, but just the way that life happened, that has not happened, and I am so sorry. I really am. What happens now is that I'll have a few free hours and I'm like, oh, I should make a video, and then the dread and terror of how much I've missed has set into my soul and I get really overwhelmed. So I play video games to relax. I don't know, that's not a good excuse, but it's the truth. I've just been putting all of my time and all of my energy and all of my focus into the fundraiser and I can't feel bad about it because you guys are amazing and we're already over $35,000. Tonight, if you're watching this today, it's Friday the 19th of May. We'll be doing the $20,000 milestone, which was originally going to be a spicy eating challenge, but it turns out that I can't handle 9 million Scoville units, being that I had an ulcer a couple years ago, so instead my husband is going to be doing my makeup. We're going to do the Bean Boozled challenge again, and we'll be doing stream karaoke tonight. Tomorrow I will be streaming with Ezekiel3. If you know him from Twitch, he's amazing. Zeke is a real awesome guy. So we're going to be streaming together. I believe it's at 12 p.m. Eastern time over at my channel, twitch.tv/TradeChat. We will also be streaming with Jenny and Badgira next week. We'll be streaming with Elohim next week. I'm super excited. We have so much coming up. We've already accomplished so much. I cannot wait to see how much we're able to raise this year because we're on track to just blow last year's numbers out of the water, and I'm so excited about that. So that is why there has been no content on my channel, and I feel bad about it, but I don't feel bad about it. Sorry, not sorry. But all of that being said, there's obviously a ton going on in the Blizzard universe right now that has to be addressed. It cannot be ignored. Of course, yesterday it was announced that Destiny 2 would be available on PC exclusively through the Battle.net app, the Blizzard app, whatever the heck they're calling it these days, which was a huge surprise to pretty much everybody ever. And I feel like the mixture of things is as far as emotions go, is either excitement or I don't know how to describe it. People are super excited because obviously Battle.net is known for being a really great service. There are a lot of hardcore Blizzard fans that are excited to see a new game kind of come in, and is this sort of testing the waters? Is the Battle.net app going to be the new Steam, or is this just because Activision happens to be publishing this game and Activision, Blizzard, the whole nine yards? I don't know. Destiny 2 is not a game that I initially would have played, but being that it'll be available through the Battle.net app, I probably will give it a try because it feels less traitorous than it would normally playing another MMO type game, so I will definitely be giving it a shot. I don't think it'll replace WoW in any way for me, but it is something I wouldn't have tried otherwise, and I will try it now, and I'm wondering how many people in the world feel that way, how many people would never have given that a shot, but because it's going to be kind of next to WoW and Overwatch and Diablo and Heroes of the Storm, maybe they'll give it a shot. And I know there's also a lot of people who think it's total garbage. They think it's a marketing ploy on the part of Activision and trying to kind of seep off of Blizzard's success. And since Blizzard isn't going to have any say in the game, it's just Activision publishing it, is it something that even deserves to be in the Blizzard client or the Battle.net app or whatever the heck they're calling it these days? I don't know how I feel about it. I know that a lot of Blizzard employees used to be Bungie and 343 employees and vice versa. I know that they are the type of development studios that tend to overlap in that way. I know a lot of the people who worked on Overwatch were working on Halo and Destiny and vice versa. I don't know. I think there's a lot of shared talent in between the two, and I think this may bring a game to the forefront that maybe wouldn't have gotten as much attention otherwise. And that's not to diminish Destiny's popularity because it's obviously a popular game, but is this going to be something that helps or hinders it to become more popular? I don't know. I guess only time will tell. But yeah, that was a crazy crazy thing that happened that we had to talk about. Also, of course, there's a ton of Overwatch news these days. A couple weeks ago, I actually wrote up a whole Blizzard news video that never happened, and the first story in that video was that the Overwatch is now a $1 billion franchise joining. I think there's the eighth. That is the eighth $1 billion franchise for Activision Blizzard. Of course, they've got Call of Duty and Skylanders, which I'm a fan of, and I'm super excited to hear that Overwatch has crossed this threshold. Of course, that is a massive deal, and Overwatch is a hugely popular game. I do believe it's also the youngest game to ever become a $1 billion franchise, with it only being a year old. And speaking of it being a year old, I'm really sorry for these cheesy transitions. I'm trying to not have to edit this video, which for me is tough because normally my raw footage is just hot trash. But anyways, speaking of it being a year old, I'm sure you've heard by now that there is an anniversary event coming up for Overwatch, and they did a whole video to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Overwatch, which, yes, I cried. I cried the moment that the screen started showing all the people logging on day one globally. Look, I'm getting a little emotional talking about it. I don't know why that hit me so hard, but it was like when I saw that screen and all the numbers flashing by with the IP addresses and whatnot, all I could think of is like, that was me. Like, I was there on day one waiting to log in, and I remember being in Discord with my guild, and everybody was saying how smooth it was and how they were shocked that it only took like 5 or 10 minutes to get in when it was a global launch. And I don't know, I just got really emotional about it. And there's been so much that's happened in Overwatch in the past year with Lucio Ball and Junkenstein's Revenge, and of course the Insurrection event that just happened. And, you know, we had the whole Somber ARG. We've had all of these different fan theories about lore and backstory. And I don't know, Overwatch has been a franchise that I feel like I've kind of watched it from the time it was this itty bitty baby. I mean, if you guys have been on my channel for a long time, I did a video in 2012 that was titled, I don't think it's up online anymore, but it was titled What to Expect with Project Titan, and it was overviewing all of the things that we knew about Project Titan, what it might be and what it might not be. And I don't know, it's exciting to see the skins that are coming with the event, because a lot of people feel like maybe those aren't necessarily canon lore skins, but maybe they're skins that are you know, things that the developers had in mind when it still was Project Titan, and maybe there's no way to accurately fit it in with the lore, but this is a good time to kind of reminisce on that nostalgia. And I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Of course, the event is going to have a bunch of new maps that it's bringing with it, new arena maps. They're based on some existing maps. I believe it's Eichenwald, Dorado, and one other one that I can't remember off the top of my head, because like I said, we're trying to do it live, you know? But yeah, I'm super excited. They showed a bunch of dances that are coming, and I don't know how those will work in relation to other emotes. I don't know if every hero is going to have a dance and that's just a thing, or if it will be an emote or what. And I'm also curious if we'll be able to stop those animations, or if they won't be usable once the match starts, because I feel like those really long, not skippable emotes could just cause a lot of grief for everybody else in the community. But I don't know, I'm super excited. And then on top of the, Overwatch becoming a $1 billion franchise, and the Overwatch event that's upcoming on May 24th with all the skins and voice lines and dances and the new maps and whatever ends up coming with that, there is also rumors that the 25th hero is in the works. I don't think it's going to come out at the same time as the event. That just seems like a lot. But the 25th hero is on its way. A lot of people feel like this is going to be Doomfist, but I'm still very much on the train that I still don't really think that Doomfist is going to be a character. And the reason that I feel that way is because Doomfist is a title, not a person. So if they are adding like whoever the current wielder of Doomfist is, I don't think that the hero that's put into the game will be named Doomfist. It'll be named Terry Crews or whoever it may be. I don't think it's going to be like Doomfist, the hero. I would be much more likely to believe that Doomfist will be a game type, like a Juggernaut game type, or maybe it's even like a versus AI game type where you have to like try to catch Doomfist in the process of stealing the Doomfist. I don't know. I am definitely excited to learn more about Hero 25 and to learn more about Doomfist, but there's not a whole lot of information about it right now, and that's okay because we have all this stuff with the event and the 1-year anniversary and that going on. All of that being said, there is still other stuff going on in Overwatch that is worth mentioning. Like, for instance, between May 26th and May 29th, Overwatch will be free to play. It's like a free trial weekend that's on all platforms, which includes PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation. If you are playing on Xbox or PlayStation, you do need their online service, which I think is Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. If you're on PC, all you need is a Battle.net account, though, which is completely free. So if you don't have Overwatch yet, or maybe you don't have it for a specific console and you want to try it out now, or, well, not now, but then is the time to do it. So yeah, also in my notes, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a little scrolling here to see where we're at. Also in my notes, the one last thing I wanted to talk about in the realm of Blizzard news, and this is really silly and it's not really news, but right when I started St. Jude Play Live, I read about this story, and the guy's name was Chemist49 on Reddit, so it's /u KHEMIST49 on Reddit. He bought a box of like Blizzard collectibles on eBay, and he didn't really know what he was buying, and when he got it, there was an original source code gold disc for StarCraft, and he posted online and kind of mulled over what he should do, and eventually he decided he would return it to Blizzard. So he didn't upload it or, you know, sell it or anything like that. He actually did return it to Blizzard, and Blizzard was amazing in their response. They ended up sending him a whole bunch of peripherals and stuff like that. They also gave him some credit to his Blizzard account so that he could shop in the Blizzard gear shop and whatnot, and then they called him and they offered him an all-inclusive trip to BlizzCon, which I think is really amazing. And I know there's a lot of cynics out there would say, oh, you could have got more money for blah, 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 but it's really, I feel like when he gave the disc back to Blizzard, they didn't really have to do anything, and I feel like the things that they did do were much more thoughtful than just giving him money. They really showed that he was appreciated. I know they're going to probably take him out to dinner and drinks when he's there, and he's going to get this full kind of experience that he wouldn't have gotten otherwise, that nobody else in the world is really going to get. And I think it's a testament to, you know, how Blizzard treats their community members, that this is how far, like, above and beyond they went. And again, I do understand there are people that are going to say, blah, 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 money this, money that, but I don't think everything in life is about money. And I think what Blizzard is doing for Chemist is really, really cool, and I'm very jealous. And maybe I'll be lucky enough to run into him at BlizzCon and I can get a couple words from him for his adoring fans. But you guys know, it's just, I don't know. I always love feel-good stories like that, especially when it involves Blizzard, because I am a Blizzard fangirl to the core of my being, and I don't know, it just makes me happy and excited to hear. Are you putting your butt up for everybody to see? That's inappropriate. I'm sorry that you guys just got dog butt flashed at you, but I don't know. You guys know I love it when Blizzard is doing good things and being nice to people. So yeah, but that's all the Blizzard-y type news that I felt like I needed to talk about. I also feel like I gave you a good update on St. Jude Play Live. If you would like to join me for some of my live streams, please follow me over at twitch.tv/TradeChat. I would love to have you guys come and hang out. If you can't come and hang out or whatever, and you would like to make a donation, I'll have a link in the info below. All of that money goes directly to St. Jude, and you'll also be entered to win all of our prizes. We have prizes every day that I stream, as well as every single week, and we have grand prizes. The grand prizes are amazing. Origin PC gave us a huge goodie bag of swag and stuff like that has like a t-shirt and a hoodie and all sorts of stuff in it. Discord gave us a very similar bundle of stuff with a Discord hoodie and one of those really cool thermal water bottles and some stickers. We also got a comic pack mega pack from the folks over at Comic Pack. Comic Pack is a subscription service. Here, I'll show you. It's a subscription service, and every month they send you graphic novels and comics. This is last month's comic pack, and this was what was included. I don't know if I'm doing a good job showing it off, but you get a lot for what you're paying, and the mega pack that they offered up as a prize includes 3 months of a subscription to Comic Pack, as well as their 2 most popular comic packs of all time. So altogether, you're going to be getting like 20 to 25 comics and graphic novels. We also have a $200 gift card from Jinx.com, 6 months of Loot Crate, and the grand prize is a DX Racer F-Series gaming chair, which thank you so much to DX Racer for providing that to me to give away to you guys. I think that's an amazing grand prize, and I really appreciate all of our sponsors. But we have so many cool prizes to give away. It's a whole lot of fun in chat. I've got gambling set up for those who are interested in that kind of thing. I don't know. We have a lot of fun. We play a lot of games, and you guys have just been so overwhelmingly generous and supportive, and I've had such a blast streaming. I actually think I'm going to keep streaming after St. Jude is over, which I've always said in the past, like, oh, I can't do it. It's too much work. I don't know. And I think that when St. Jude is over, I will be streaming a couple days a week, because I've just had such a blast kind of getting to know you guys and all hanging out together. It makes me feel like I actually have friends, you know? But yeah, it's been wonderful. Also, a huge thank you to everybody who has joined the Derp Squad and has been streaming with us, because that has been an amazing experience as well. I've met a ton of people that I would have not met otherwise, and it is such an amazing thing to witness kind of the best of humanity, and that's what this past couple weeks has been for me. So thank you so much for such an amazing experience so far, and I love you all so much, and you make me so happy, and I'm beyond excited to see what this year is going to yield at the end. But, I swear to you, I'm working on Draw My Life. I know I've been saying this for a year. You don't believe me, but I decided to rewrite it because my last Draw My Life, I feel like I was in a bad life place when I wrote it, and it was very depressing. So I'm rewriting it so that it's a little more, I don't want to say accurate. I'm not sure what the right word to use is, but I've had a very complicated couple months with mental health. For those of you who do not know, I used to be on medication for ADHD. I kind of still am, but I'm not, because it made me lose a lot of weight. And I went on Wellbutrin because it has an off-label use of, helping with ADHD. And after being on an antidepressant, it was very apparent to me that I was probably depressed. If that's what people feel like, if that's what antidepressants are supposed to do to people, I'm pretty sure I was depressed. And so I went from being the type of person that kind of had to talk myself out of having a bad day every day to being at this very neutral, peaceful state that I didn't really know how to deal with. And just when I got comfortable with that, I was highly allergic to the medication. It took about 3 weeks for the allergy to flare up, but it was really bad. That lasted a couple weeks. And then my doctor switched me to the short release Wellbutrin because it worked so well for me as far as its effects on my brain and my state, that she was hoping maybe it was just a filler in the XL version or XR version, but it wasn't. I was allergic to that too. So I'm currently on Buspar, which is an anti-anxiety, and it's going pretty well. If for no other reason than the last time I went off of Wellbutrin, I had really bad withdrawals, which is very normal for those types of medications. I'm not super concerned about it, but and I haven't had any switching from Wellbutrin to Buspar, and I feel like I felt really good even though I haven't gotten all that much work done in the past couple weeks. All things considered, I mean, we've raised, like I said, we're at about 30. I think right now the numbers show 35,000, but if you've been joining in the streams the past couple days, you'll know that PayPal had a reporting glitch. So if you donated and it didn't show up on my stream, it went to St. Jude, but it wasn't reported. And I believe there was about $2,000 that weren't reported to my campaign, but they will be reported in the next couple days. So no worries. St. Jude got their money, and it will eventually show up on our site. So I think we're actually closer to 37,000, and it's really hard to feel like, oh, I haven't done enough when, you're helping such a great cause, and I don't know. It's been a very confusing week because I feel like I should do more work, but then I also feel like the work I'm doing is really great. So I don't know. It's the confusing place to be, but I am excited to kind of get this all wrapped up and get back into the swing of YouTube because I feel very re-energized. Maybe it's because I haven't made a video in a couple weeks and I feel like I cleared my head and I'm back and I'm ready to go. But thank you all for being so patient with me and for understanding. And again, everybody who's donated or even just shown up or just said kind words about the stream, thank you so much for all of your support and generosity and kindness. And honestly, just that flickering hope of faith in humanity. I really mean it, and I appreciate it so much. But I actually have to go get ready for Wowhead Weekly and then my stream afterwards. I hope that you will join us for a stream in the future. It's been such a wonderful time. I'm going to go. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you all. You're in my hearts. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.